Welcome, guys. It's amazing. This is 2 days in a row. I said. So again, I'm just doing some studying. Hi, Sam. I'm doing good. How are you? So every now and again, or I'll just do a bunch of like portrait studies. Thank you. Hopefully, I'm sorry if I missed some. Hi, Kaiju. Can you move the screen? I want to see the picture better. Yeah. Is that a little? Is that a little better? Let's see if I could prop this up a little better here without making it fall down. Might be better. Oh, you do cartoons? Awesome. Lear side. Studies are good. Yeah. Studies are always good. Yeah, when I study, especially when I'm studying like real like people, I'm looking for more like the expressions and just the general shapes of the head and like maybe hairstyles kind of. I'm just studying, Sam. Like I was having a little bit of artist block. I don't know if you guys have that, where I just feel like sometimes I can't draw, like I forget what I'm doing. Oh, you have a an Intuos? Yeah, I have an Intuos too, or I used to. I actually sold it when I decided that I was gonna pretty much do the iPad most of the time. And again, I apologize. I'm trying to. So I have another phone like set up with the chat on it, so hopefully I can see everything and I don't miss. Thanks, Andy. And again, like I said, I'm just doing like little studies. Yeah, I that's why I try to draw every day. And the way I'm drawing right now is pretty much how I draw. Like I just kind of do a little bit of underdrawing, and then I'll erase out and things that I don't like, and just kind of draw it over like directly. I don't do like really like a traditional technique where you like pencil something and then you'll ink on top. It's a comic history. Sorry, Sam. I think I missed something there. Yeah. So it's coming together. Hey, Dan. Thanks. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's go back. Find the next thing. All right. This is like a figure now. Draw the head. Welcome, Nimbus. Gene, hi. So for those who don't know, I am using Procreate, and I am studying using my Pinterest boards. Hi, Mr. Fred. Let's see, what's next? Let's try this. Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, it took a little while for me to get into the digital drawing. Like it really felt so weird. It's like it can be like drawing on a piece of glass. Yeah, Procreate's real good. I like Manga Studio, or they call it, I think, Clip Studio now. Hi, Ryan. I don't know, just I think Procreate is just really user friendly. Like I was able to really jump in, and it's very affordable. I guess the thing I like the most about doing things digital is I can just erase and go back and forth. It's a lot easier. I don't really have to think about what I'm doing because I'm pretty messy when it comes to that. I mean, and what I've been doing lately, if I do get like a commission or whatever, I'll do the roughs in on the iPad. I'll print it out and then I'll lightbox it. So I still kind of get the ability to change and move things around, get things the way I like, and then ink it. I do not do comics. I did actually did a comic, over Christmas break. I wanted to challenge myself, and I put out like a little Christmas comic over like the holiday, and believe it or not, I did it in a about a week. I put out 8 pages. But there was nothing to the story. I just came up with I kind of wrote like okay, Santa Claus is gonna beat up the Krampus, and I knew where I wanted to go with it. Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being a fan. Yeah, I was able to crank those couple of pages out. So, I would like to do more comics. What, the iPad? I have an iPad Pro. The I don't know. It's not the newest one, but it's the one right before that. It's the one where the pencil attaches to the bottom of it and charges magnetically. Thank you. Like anything, it takes practice. I mean, like I was saying before to Nimbus, it took a while for me to get used to it. But now that I'm used to it, it's really like second nature. Like I can kind of go between like paper and this, and it's not that big of a deal. What's my favorite Marvel character to draw? Shoot, that's a good question. I like drawing women, but if I have to say like the character that I always like to draw the most from Marvel is Cyclops. I was always a big X-Men fan. I still am. And like I don't know. I'd always gauge my drawing ability on how well I could draw Cyclops. And if I draw Cyclops bad, I'm like, oh, I haven't learned anything. Oh yeah, I would love to be on your podcast, Nimbus. Yeah, no, man, I hear you. Like, just doing those couple of pages I was doing, like it was stressful, and it's nowhere near as as nice as your stuff. And it's not stressful, but like you said, it's a lot of brain power. It's one thing to draw like pinups and stuff, like this in fan art, the stuff that I mostly do. It's a whole nother thing to try to tell a story, But I think that's kind of I forgot who was saying this the other day. They were talking about an artist's progression. Like you kind of you start out, like copying like your favorite artists or whatever, or like your favorite cartoons, and then you like kind of graduate to to a certain level, and you start telling your own stories, and yeah. So I eventually I want to do more like sequential stuff. I just have to sit down and do it, and come up with like a story, or figure a story that I want to tell. What is your favorite pencil, or do you mean like my favorite artist, like in comics? Or if that's what you mean, I would say right now it's Chris Samney. I really like his work a lot. But if you're asking like past people, I would say it'd probably be John Buscema and Alex Toth. I actually got a Alex Toth artist edition right here that I've been doing studies from. I was watching an episode of Cartoonist Kayfabe, and they were talking about it, and I was like, oh, I need that. So I bought it, and I've been doing studies here and there out of it. Oh, I appreciate that. Um, I like Sal stuff too. Um, I'm glad you like what I'm doing, my style. I guess it's I guess it's a style. It's like cobbled together parts of all my influences. Conducting pages. Self live stream in the process. Oh, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Yeah, I wish I think right now that's probably one of the things that holds me back from like doing a lot of sequential stuff, because I'll start doing something, and then I'll just get distracted, and then I'll stop, or I feel like I'm all over the place. So maybe that would help if I came up with like a kind of a system and a process. It's more streamlined. Right now I'm screwing up Cyclops. Yeah, those are all great guys. Yeah, I'm not I guess I'm not too into like a lot of the comics nowadays, so like I find myself going back and reading all the old stuff and really admiring like what they were able to do, just with a pen, and ink. Screwed that up. Man, it's hard talking and drawing at the same time, and then trying to look out and hey, Chips Ahoy. Looking at the chat here, trying not to miss anything. I see other guys do it all the time, and they do it so easily, I feel. Okay, rule number one: don't draw the same size figure slash heads and panels back to back. Okay, that's a good rule. Rule two: have at least one background on the page. Yes, I agree. That's I like that one. Like an establishing shot, basically. Kind of grounds your figures instead of like I noticed that especially in like manga, as long as you have like one like background to kind of like let people know like where you're at, that's just enough, and then you can kind of do some abstract shapes and stuff after that. Mike Mignola does that a lot in his comics, I think. Rule three: draw at least one panel from bird's eye view or worm's eye view. That's a good rule. So Nimbus, did you come up with the rules by just like trial and error, or is this something that where you did you read them from a book? Draw at least one full figure on the page. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Man, have you ever you should write a book, put it out there like a little or do a video on it. So that's some good information. If we do that, if you do end up having me on your podcast, I'd love to pick your brain more about it. Yeah. Yeah, I studied Mike Mignola stuff a lot, and I'll go back to it every now and again. Like you can kind of see like little progressions in my art if you go back through like my Instagram feed. Like you can see definitely like who I was probably taking a look at to study at the time. 'Cause there was definitely a period where I was like aping Mignola a lot. Thanks, I appreciate that, Nimbus. Yeah, your stuff is awesome too. Like I love your ink work. I've been following you for a long time. Whoops. Your stuff has a lot of energy, and I I love that's probably if um that's one of the most appealing things to me. Like when it comes to like looking at art, stuff that has like good flow and lots of movement and it's just it's just really appealing. Like that's something I like strive for, and I found like when I stopped being like super like precious and trying to be like really precise with my lines when I got more loose with my line work, it people really started to started to resonate with people. Oh, I appreciate that. So I am 37. I study. I actually I study. I like Kniff also. This brush that I'm using in Procreate is called the Kniff Steady Brush. Someone made a brush that was kind of simulating that simulates his kind of brush work. Yeah, I think I maybe I'm getting better at it. It's weird, like when you're kind of talking to people that aren't like in the room with you. So I think I'm just getting used to that kind of thing. Like in so recently I've been more active on YouTube. Um, so I've been trying to make like little like videos where I talk and stuff. So I'll try to like explain things that I'm doing, and that is even weirder because then it's like you don't have a chat or anything that you're bouncing off of uh, from people asking you questions. You're just kind of talking. I'm glad. I'm glad people have showed up to join tonight. Appreciate it. And then for those who just joined, I'm just studying, you know, practicing, tuning up. Thanks, E-Man. I appreciate it. I I appreciate anybody who takes the time to check out what I'm doing. And hopefully it's a little entertaining. Yeah. Oh, that's my favorite Cyclops. You know what? Initial introduction to Cyclops was from the cartoon on Fox Kids, but like my favorite costume of Cyclops is always going to be like that. Like Dave Cochran. What do I want to say? Giant size X-Men kind of version of him. I get, like overall, I just like the older designs more. Thank you, Rubisco. Yeah, me too, totally. Wolverine had some like badass lines in that in that show. Like I watch, like I'll go back time to time and I'll watch a couple episodes. Like I'll go on a binge, um, and he's a badass in that show. And he would say, um, he would say things that I didn't pick up when I was a kid, and but now that I'm an adult, like I'm like, oh, that's badass. You remember the original X-Men cartoon? I'm in the 30s too, so I feel. Yeah, totally. It really was. I just picked up a let me grab it off my shelf. I just picked this up from Barnes and Noble, I think. Yeah, it's like I love like collecting like books, art books and stuff. So like this is like all like the production artwork, and they have storyboards and just kind of like the making of. Like this is awesome right here alone. Just that like the intro to the show. Like this one goes through like the kind of the progression of how the opening titles were going to start out, and it's like totally different, but there are a lot of elements that are still the same from what actually got aired. And yeah, it's just cool. Like you can just follow the sequence and just see how it was gonna go, and it was pretty badass. I like the first version. Um, Had a lot of really cool things into it. And then there's also elements that they ended up keeping. But I love stuff like this. You know. But yeah, and then also one of my favorite things about these art books is just just the designs and the like the character models or whatever. Like this is kind of stuff that I'll study all the time. Yeah, but anyway, it's just one of those things that I geek out about, you know. Yeah, the theme song is the best. They don't make a lot of theme songs like that anymore. Like I feel like most shows they just start the show. They don't have like any like theme music like that in like the old like Disney cartoons that they would show, like Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers, and Tailspin. Like their theme songs were like so catchy, and like I still remember them to this day. You know. DuckTales. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, I watched a lot of cartoons growing up. Yeah, totally. I I always study like a lot of manga, or I try to. Like I like how I like to try to study like the different effects, um, like smoke and debris and stuff. Although I don't do enough of it, you know, and the action, you know, trying to nail like the way they can move through action scenes and stuff. So it's a little wide. Let me try this again. What so Nimbus, what can you recommend from like your favorite artist to study from? So you like studying from a German artist. What's one of a German artist? I like French. Like I would study well like Mobius, right? He's French. Um, Alfonso Font. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look him up. So he's more of a fine artist. Yeah, Mobius is classic. Yeah, you know what kind of reminds me of Mobius, but not sorta is Jeff Darrow. I don't know if it's just that um, like kind of dead line weight kind of artwork or what. Thanks for all the hearts. See, I wouldn't be able to do this if I was doing it in ink. I just have to make a decision. Victor de la Fuente. Cool, thank you. I appreciate that. I love finding new artists. I am going to. I'll repost this after I'm done, if that's what you mean. Dar. It's good to have you here. So let's see. George Stefano, yeah, I love his stuff. He's Italian, right? And he's got a son too, I think, that draws. Or George Zaffino. Yeah, I like his stuff. I think it's this side of her face that's messed up. I'm gonna shrink that up a little bit. There you go. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Fred. I appreciate it. You have a good night. Sean Gordon. Oh, yeah. Alberto. Brescia. It's cool. I get to do some research when I'm done. I'll probably be spending some money. A lot of times I'll get obsessed with somebody and I'll just try to buy their books or whatever if I can find them. Tim Molly. No, Tim Malloy. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to get out of here. I appreciate you guys hanging out. If I'm gonna try to save this and upload this to YouTube, and then of course it'll be on whatever Instagram. I'm still trying to figure out this video stuff, but I appreciate it. Especially thanks for giving me some homework, Nimbus. I appreciate it, and just DM me if you ever do decide you want to do the podcast thing. So, but anyway, thanks guys, and I will hopefully we'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. It just kind of depends if I can squeeze it in. But I'm again, like I said, I was saying yesterday, I want to try to do this a little bit more. So, but anyway, take this off the thing and take care, guys. I appreciate y'all.